Hello, stock traders. I hope all of you are having a fine morning. I haven't come to you in a little while. Been taking a little break from doing videos. Just had some different things come up in my life that I needed to do. But I am back. I definitely have been trading each and every day as we've been going through this bear market. It has been very, very tough. So far, year to date, I am down a little over 3%. Which is really good considering how the market is done, but it is not my normal returns, and this can be very, very hard to stick to your convictions. You could look at this and say there's no money to be made in the stock market and walk away, but I am telling you that the best opportunities to buy stocks and to make money in the stock market are during these market downturns. And so right now I am looking for stocks that I believe in, that I'm seeing heavy insider activity on. I'm also buying with very high conviction of some different stocks that are a fantastic value. And I am now going more long-term with a lot of my long-term strategies, really focusing on trying to get a good deal. And I'm going to talk about some different things to look for in this video in the market for market bottom. And I like to watch the VIX for clues that we have hit a bottom or that we have seen some sort of bottom in the market. So obviously there's lots of pain. But if you like the content of this video, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. And also, if you were to subscribe, that's a very good thing to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Anyway, let's get into it and start talking about these different things. And let's start by going to the S&P 500 SPY ETF. Actually, that's something else. Here we go, SPY ETF. So as you can see, I have these gaps kind of open up and down here. And this red line right here is 390. 390 is that mark in the sand that I felt that if we were above 390, I could continue to be bullish and be confident in that. Now that we've broken down below it, that is very bearish, but only bearish for a certain level. We come down here to this level down here, and I like this as a loading level. And so this is getting really, really close. 368, 369 right in here. This is 370 right here. This is the beginning of an open gap, and this has been a level of support. As you can see here, looking left, you can see some different, this is on the daily chart on the SPY ETF. You can see this has been a level that we bounced off of in the past. All right, so yes, we've come down here. We are in this little bit of a no man's land, but at any moment, even before we get to here, we could start to see it move up. It's almost impossible to time the exact market bottom. But I like this area for a bounce here. Yes, it's bad. Yes, interest rates are going up. Yes, that's bad for equities. I don't think we're going to see that 90%. You know, there's some people calling for the stock market is going to crash 90%. I think that's garbage. That is not going to happen, in my opinion. That is only my opinion, you know, so hey, here we go. But there are some different levels to the upside, looking to get above 390 on the SPY ETF before I'm bullish again, before I go really risk on with some different assets. Right now I'm buying lots of dividend long-term picks, some different things of that nature, and I am still buying stocks with very strong insider activity. And in fact, I'm going to have a couple of those for you today. The other thing I look at is the VIX. So this is the VIX, and this is basically the fear index. And so this level rarely gets above 29 and rarely holds its level above 29. And once it does, it gets crushed back down. We had this quick trip up to 30, and then it has already kind of gotten crushed down today again, even though it was a super negative day on the stock market. This being recorded on Thursday evening, you can see this came down 2.29%. Another level to look for that gets crushed, and the VIX is only to this level less than 5% of the time. So this is something to watch, is right at 38. At 38, that is a great level here to buy in. And then there's the level that's 46, and the stock market rarely hits a panic level of 46. And so when I see 46 on the market, I am able to time the absolute bottom. There's different stocks that I like to buy. Short VIX is a good one. Buy put options on the VIX, which is a little riskier, but if you wanted to do that, that would make a lot of sense if we should hit some of those crazy levels. This is something to kind of just pay attention to. And so when we get those big spikes up, and we get to these levels, typically we get rejected from these levels and you see the VIX crash downwards. That is what's happened in the past. This got almost to 38 here, and it got crushed down here. So you can see that that happens quite often. See here at 38.94, what happened? Bam, down again. We got up to that level again, and eventually it bounced there. We got a double top kind of look to it, and it got crushed down again. And so these are bullish times in the market when you see this happen. And so this could be a nice opportunity for a run in the stock market. Now, of course, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm saying that this could be an opportunity as we get close, especially as we're looking down to these levels down here. This could move upwards and rather strongly later on. So this is something to watch for, something to kind of pay attention to. All right, let's get into a couple stocks I like for insider activity. The very first one is ticker symbol BRP. This is the BRP group. And I like it because an executive vice president loaded shares in open market. This was reported on Thursday and after hours. This is very, very fresh. So you're watching this Friday morning, and this is very, very fresh activity. I like this move up to $30.60 after the insider activity. It's hard to be bullish on any kind of stock. Man, it's so hard to buy the dip, especially when it's so red. And everyone's talking about interest rates rising. I know interest rates are rising, but we haven't gotten really bad yet. If we can get some relief from coming up from this upcoming CPI, hopefully we see inflation please stop going up or being stagnant. We want to see it get crushed downwards, and it's time to see some weakness in the dollar also before we see a big bull run. But I think that some different things that are happening here. I like this one for insider activity, and I think we could see a nice move up on this one. Another one is Kinetic Holdings, ticker symbol KNTK. This had a director load in after hours, and this was on Thursday, reported on Thursday, so you're watching this video on Friday morning. This is one to take a look at. I like this for a nice move here. We've definitely been crushed down. This is a great value. You can see on the RSI, it is almost oversold levels. But I think the insider activity will give it a nice little boost, and I like this open gap here. If we can get a bounce in the market, I think this is one that will do rather nicely. My advice is just to stick with it. I have my strategies and I stick with it. I do it each and every day, and I have found success with that. There are times in the market like right now where I look kind of like a fool being a bull, but the stock market over time moves up, and I play my strategies for better or for worse, and in average to good years, I will have 100% plus gains. In bad years like this one, which this has been one of the toughest to trade in ever, and I did trade during the 2008 financial crisis, but this year I am doing just about as well as I did in 2008. It's almost late 2008. This is how I traded. It was, 2009 was very stressful at the beginning and at that bear market. And, in bear markets, I like to break even, following my strategy, following the insiders, following the vital few, and not the trivial many. Try to ignore the trivial many. This has been tough, but I encourage you to stick with it. Please reach out to me in the comment section down below. If you are interested in the different trades that I have, I do have a Patreon group you will want to check out. I have a link for that in the description down below. Also, I wish you all the best, and Raythoven out.